Hey guys, in this review, we're covering the brand new Ninja Thirsti Drink System. We're going to cover all of its features and show you how they work, as well as give you our honest opinion on whether or not this belongs in your kitchen. Let's get started. So in the box contains everything you need to get started. The drink system, a 60-liter CO2 canister good for 100 12-ounce drinks, and 8 flavored water drops good for 145 12-ounce drinks. It also comes with a quick start guide. Ninja has 4 drink lines. Splash, which is an unsweetened drink with fruit essence. Hydrate is a sweetened sports drink with electrolytes. Vitamins is a sweetened drink with vitamin B3, B6, and B12. And lastly is Energy, a sweetened drink with 50 milligrams of caffeine per 12 ounces. You can also mix these flavors, creating your own unique blend, but you can't mix on the 6-ounce setting. Okay, so let's get started. Ninja recommends rinsing the drink system before starting, so we're just going to get this all set up and ready to go. First, we install the CO2 canister. You can see here it's a twist-on receptacle. Apply gentle pressure and turn to the right until tight. Then close this back up. The mixing chamber is already in place, but just make sure it's in place before using. Then fill the water reservoir with ice-cold water. You can tell your water is cold enough when the bottom part in the water canister turns blue. The brighter the blue, the colder the water, and the fizzier the water will be. When not in use, you can store the water canister in the fridge. Then select Still by toggling the bubbles button and then select 12 ounces. Press the start button to start the rinse cycle. The Thirsti will chime when it's fully dispensed. Okay, now that it's rinsed, we can install our flavor drops. First, we lower the flavor carriage to open, then open up the flavor drops, click the lid back, flip upside down, and gently insert into the carriage until you hear an audible click. Now, if you want to try new flavors at any time, you can remove these drops and snap the lid closed. The instructions say to store in a cool, dark place, but not the refrigerator. And they'll last up to 30 days once opened. From here, we're ready to go. First, we select our bubble strength. You can select no carbonation, low, medium, and high. And keep in mind, this will affect your CO2 use. If you use high all the time, you won't get as many drinks out of a canister. Ninja states that each canister is good for 100 12-ounce drinks. Same with the flavor drops. Each container is good for approximately 17 to 20 12-ounce drinks, but if you increase the flavor strength to high, 40% more flavor will be dispensed. If you're just comboing the drinks, 50% of the flavor will be dispensed from each one. Here's a chart from the Quick Start Guide. You can freeze frame this and look at it. Of interest to me, here's the amount of caffeine in each size and strength of the energy drops. To compare, the average caffeine content in 12 ounces of coffee is 136 milligrams. So how this works is, it pulls in 6 ounces at a time, does its carbonating, dispenses, then does another 6 ounces, and the cycle repeats. So if you select an 18-ounce drink, the process repeats 3 times. For a 12-ounce drink, you're looking at about 1 minute and 15 seconds from hitting the start button to the beep. And yes, if you have any other Ninja product, it's that familiar beep that signals the end. So as we wait for our drink to finish, let's talk about cost of ownership. If you think you're gonna save money, you're not. At least we're not with what we drink and where we shop. Assuming you take advantage of all the subscribe and save and free shipping options that Ninja has, you're looking at an average cost of 48.5 cents per 12-ounce drink. And that's not even including the cost of the Thirsti, which I paid $180 for. At the stores we shop at, similar drinks range from 29 cents to 55 cents per 12 ounces, if buying by the case or more. I think the benefit for us is we have more freed up space in our fridge, and now we don't have the annoyance of recycling cans and bottles. As far as taste, Ninja did a great job. The flavors we tested are mostly good, and I thoroughly enjoy the splash drops. However, I'm not a huge fan of artificial sweeteners, and all of the sweetened drops contain sucralose, which I'm not crazy about. Personally, I think Ninja made these containers too small to fit real sugar in, and sucralose is 600 times sweeter than sugar, so it's a better fit. I do have an idea for Ninja. Combine 2 containers together, and maybe that'll be enough room for real sugar. To get around this, I bought some products intended for a soda stream and mixed my own, and these were a huge hit with me and the kids. So just to let you know, you're not limited to the Ninja flavors if you bypass their flavor drops and just dispense plain carbonated water. I would love to see Ninja collaborate with some other beverage brands like SodaStream has. Not sure who, but I'm sure they can come up with something. So for the pros, good taste, more space in the fridge, less recycling, and individual size options. I like that I can do a 6-ounce drink because sometimes you just want a little. The cons, not any less expensive than just buying your favorite drink in the store, only artificial sweeteners in the sweeten lines, and no popular third-party beverage line collaborations like SodaStream has. But as you saw in the video, you can get around that. That's it for this review. If you're interested in the Thirsti, I'll leave a link in the description. Thanks for watching and God bless. We'll see you on the next one.
I will choose the strawberry.